Hello everyone, in today's video I am back with another weekly cash stuffing, and this is going to be for week number 1 of October. If you guys have seen some of my previous videos lately, you know that this income is from weeks before that I set aside for my trip, so that is what we're using today. But getting into that, I just wanted to kind of talk about the trip a little bit. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for all of y'all's comments. They were so kind, wishing me a good vacation, safe travels. I did get back safe, and it was the best trip of my entire life. For any of you guys who have taken these same trips as I have, which I went to Greece and Italy, you already know that it's amazing, but it was just so surreal standing in places that people stood in, 2,500, 2,000, 1,000 years ago. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go overseas so bad. Here in the States, we don't really have history like that. It's, we have a lot of history here. There's a lot to explore here in the United States. I'm not going to say that that's not true, but the history overseas is just quite different from ours. And I love exploring other cultures and all of their history and their customs and stuff. So just the most amazing experience. Some of my highlights: I went to the Parthenon in Athens. I went to the Duomo in Florence, Doge's Palace in Venice. I did a gondola ride in Venice as well. Of course, I saw the Colosseum and the Sistine Chapel in Vatican in Rome. But my favorite place to travel, I say overall, would probably be Florence. I'll try to insert some pictures up here while I'm talking, just so you guys can get a little glimpse at what I was doing while I was there. But for any of you guys thinking about traveling to Italy, I specifically recommend Florence. I did love Venice. I liked Bologna. I was only there for a few hours, but I really would like to check that one out again. But Florence is definitely my top one. I really loved Venice as well. That one was super cool to explore because the island of Venice, no cars, no Vespas are allowed, so it's a completely walking island, which I thought was really awesome. But it was just, I'm so humbled and so appreciative that I was able to do that. Honestly, I owe it all to budgeting, and I know that sounds kind of cliche, but I would never have been able to take that trip the way that I did if it wasn't for budgeting. So any of you guys out there that are watching these videos and they're fun to watch, but you're thinking maybe I should get into budgeting, please do yourself a favor and budget. It sounds like something that's so restrictive, but I promise you it's the most freeing thing in the entire world, because what it allows you to do is it allows you to not have to think about whether or not you can or you should spend money. You have it set aside for that very reason, so you can spend all of that money that you have set aside if you so choose. Whenever I was over there, I did allot myself around $4,000 in spending money. So I did I did 970 in euros because that was the conversion rate. I took 1,000, but I converted it and it ended up being $970 in euros, or 970 euros. And then I took 3,000 was on my credit card. So I did allot myself 3,000 to put on my credit card. However, I ended up spending only 3,500 out of that 4,000. So you'll see later I took the money out, but any of the leftover I had told myself before that would go towards my New York trip coming up in December. But I was able to go under budget, and I did everything that I wanted to do because I had that money set aside. I didn't have to worry about, should I buy this? Should we explore this? I didn't have to, because I knew that I had that money set aside and that I can spend it as I pleased. So if you're considering budgeting, please just try it out. If you ever have any questions about where to start, how to budget, I'd be happy to answer those questions. We have an amazing community here in the budgeting world, and you can find so much good information as well. But just please just try it. It's so freeing and it's so amazing, and I just recommend it to anyone and everyone that I can tell. So getting into today's cash stuffing, out of the $1,500 that I put aside for whenever I was gone, we are going to be using $1,100 of that. The reason being, I was gone for an entire week and then a couple of days into another week. So I wanted to leave a little bit, which is going to be the $400 from that $1,500 to put towards the couple of days that I wasn't able to work for this current week that I am in right now. So $1,100 going towards last week, which is week 1 of October. Let's go ahead and get this counted and we will get the stuffing started. All right, so we have 1, 2, 250, 70, 90, 3, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 4, 10, 30, 50, 70, 95, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 6, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 7, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 8, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 9, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 1010, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1100. So 1100, let me get this organized. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with my bills. This week rent is going to get $250. So let's go ahead and take this out of here. We will grab 2 and then I'm going to do, actually let me do 1. Let's do 1. 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 250. Let me make sure that's right. 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50. Yes, so let's get this counted. Alrighty. So that brings rent now to 1, 50, 2, 53, 350, 70, 94, 10, 30, 50, 70, 95, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 600. So 600 now in rent. Moving along to car payment, this is going to get $50. And I know I have some new subscribers, so I just want to let you guys know I am completely debt free. I do not have a car payment. This is just money that I'm using right now for spending purposes. Honestly, just kind of like a miscellaneous category at this point. However, eventually I will be saving up for a new car. My car is fine now, so I really don't need one. But eventually I will be saving up. Gonna put 50 in there for that miscellaneous category. It's 20, 40, and 50. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen my latest unstuffing, I will link that in the icon above and I'll put it in the description box below. I went ahead and released that while it was gone, so if you want to watch that. Up next is subscriptions. It's going to get 7. So let's do 5, 6, and 7. I hope I have enough change up here. That brings subscriptions to 20, 35, 6, 7. So 37 now in miscellaneous. My goal, again, I will reiterate this, I've mentioned this before, but is to be a month ahead in all of my bills. I have, I think, 3 or 4 of them that I'm a month ahead in, so getting there. Cell phone's gonna get $20. So I'm gonna throw a $20 bill in here and it brings cell phone to 40. I do split all of my household bills with my boyfriend, so we split it right down the middle. So these are just my half. Up next is electric. So that's gonna get $40. We'll put 2 20s in there, 20 and 40. That brings electric now to 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Childcare is up next and it is getting $70. I'm gonna put this 10 back and I'm gonna grab 80 instead. So 20, 40, 60, 80. That brings childcare now to 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. So 140. Internet is getting 7, so I'll do 5, 6, 7. That brings internet now to 20, 35, 6, 7. Dental insurance is going to get $5, so I'll just throw a $5 bill, and that brings dental insurance to 25. Health insurance is going to get 15. So that will bring that to 30. I'm going to put this 5 back. I'm going to grab a 20. So $30 in health insurance. Credit card. So again, I just paid off all of my travel expenses and I already went ahead and paid my credit card off. Debt fund is going to get $250. So I'm going to grab $150. And I'll grab another 120s. So 20, 40, 60, 81. Let me double count that just to make sure it's right. And I'm going to move this really quickly. Okay, so 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 30, 50. So 250 going in to debt fund. That brings that fund now to 150, 250, 70, 90, 310, 30, 50, 70, 94, 10, 30, 50. So 450 now in debt fund. I was using this, again, because I don't have any debt. I was using this for my vacation. However, I will be pivoting. I'm going to be doing something different with this. I'm not sure quite yet what it is. My boyfriend and I want to get into real estate investing, so that might go towards real estate investing, but I'll let you guys know. And then this income is the remaining from the 1,500. So that's going to be for next week. A total of 714 bucks went into bills. Moving on to cash envelopes. Starting off with gas. Gas is going to get 30 bucks. So we'll do 20 and 30. And then grocery still has 60. However, I'm going to add another 50. I had bought groceries for whenever I was gone. My mom watched my kiddo, and I bought groceries for them while I was gone. And I just decided to split it up into 2 different stuffings. So this 50 is going to go towards covering that cost. So 20, 40, 50. Groceries now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 110. Spending is up next. It's going to get 25, so I'll just do a 20 and a 5. So 25 now in spending. Dine out is going to get 15. I think there's 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I'm going to put 20 instead and put those ones back. And then lastly in this one, tithes is going to get 10. So I'm going to throw a $10 bill in tithes. All right. So that is 130 going into cash envelopes. That leaves 256 for sinking funds. I'm going to go ahead and do my Savopoly first, like I always do. So this week I was not able to plan for a roll. So what I'm going to do, let me show you guys. I am putting $10 towards Savopoly this week. And we were on Saved 10 last week. So community chest is 5 times the roll. So 1, 2, 2 times 5 is 10. I'm going to put 10 in there and just mark that because I don't have enough to just go in blindly with a roll. Let me get my expo marker. Okay, so 10. And sorry, you're written down. I think I have a 10 in here actually. And I'm just going to exchange that. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to exchange that for a 20. So I have some 10s, or at least one 10. So put that back. I'm going to grab a 20 and put this board back in here. And then we'll get into the OG sinking fund binder. All right, starting off with Christmas. So Christmas is going to get 25 bucks. Let's see if I can do a 5. No, okay. So 20 and 5. That brings Christmas now to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 75. So 975 now in Christmas. I will be using some of this money to go towards that vacation in December whenever I go to New York. And then I'll use some of it to buy my son some Christmas gifts. Moving on to essentials, it's going to get 5 bucks. This is just what I use for anything medical related, any co-pays. Actually, I'm going to exchange this. Let me exchange this 10 and 2 5s for a 20. So I have some change. And that brings medical now to 40. Kids, this is my son's envelope. He's going to get 25. So I'm going to pull a 20 and a 5. That brings his envelope now to 1,005, 6, 7, 25. So 1725 is what he has now. Vacation. So again, I actually used more like 3,400. I actually have 600 left over. That's still my bank, but I don't have a $100 placeholder slip. So I'm just going to call it 500. So we have 500 left over. I'm going to add 25 to it. This is not a serious priority envelope like it was before, but I still want to continue adding to it. So I have some spending money on future vacations. So 20 and 5, and that brings that to 525. See, moving on. Clothing is going to get skipped. Yes. Car insurance is going to get 35 bucks. Do I have a 5 in here? No. All right. Let's see. 20, 30. I might have to make change. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That brings car insurance now to 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 455. Yep, 455 now in car insurance. I do pay my policy every 6 months, so this is saving for the next 6-month policy. Birthday is going to get $5. Do I have a $5 bill in here? No. Okay. Let me make some change really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I don't think this has ever happened to me before. I don't think I can make change because I just did my unstuffing and I think almost everything is consolidated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue through the stuffing and see which ones I can exchange along the way. So I'm going to skip birthday for, no, what is this? Yeah, birthday. I'm going to skip birthday for now because I don't have a 5 to exchange that. Let me go over here to hustle really quickly because I'm going to put 5 in hustle, which means that I can make this a 10. So I'm going to do that for now. And then what else can I exchange? Let's see, car maintenance. I can also do a 10 if I have one. So let me grab a couple 10s really quick. Hang on. Let me go in here. Okay, I'm going to exchange these 2 10s. Yeah, I don't have any 5s for whatever reason. So we're going to work with what we have. Okay. So putting 5 into car maintenance, I'm going to put this 5 back, grab a 10. Oh, I should probably count this, huh? Car maintenance now has 610. And let me go back to hustle so I can count that for you guys. Sorry, I'm just kind of thrown off. That's like I said, I don't think this has ever happened. 50, 70, 80 in hustle. And then hopefully we can keep moving along. Let me see. Birthday is going to get 5. I'm going to go ahead and throw a $5 bill in here. That brings birthday to 20, 40, 60, 85. And then in household, it's also going to get 5. So I'm going to put a $5 bill in here. It brings household to 35. And we've seen another impasse here because I don't have any 1s for diapers and wedding. Let me see here. That would make that 4 apiece. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep going because I don't know what else to do. Hopefully I can come back and put some 1s in here, but let's go ahead and go into the other sinking fund binder and see what I can do in here. So holiday fund is going to get $5, which means that it's going to make it 20. So I'm going to put this 10 and this 5 back, grab a 20. That makes holiday fund 120. And let's see, dental fees is going to get skipped, but tattoo fund is going to get 5. So I'm going to throw a $5 bill in here. That brings tattoo fund to 20, 40, 60, 80, 125. Okay. Emergency is going to get 22. Let's see. 22. Okay. Oh, man. This is so weird. I don't really know what to do. Let me see if I can exchange anything in beauty. No. Okay. Let me see if I have, I already checked. Let me see what I can do in Savopoly to kind of exchange some of these. Okay. I don't want to do this, but I see no other option at this point than to use these random $2 bills that I have in Savopoly. So that's 10. I'm going to grab this 10, exchange it. And we're just going to keep going because that's all we can do. Okay. So getting back, now that I have these couple of $2 bills, getting back into diapers and wedding, I can go ahead and put a $2 bill in each of those because that is what I allocated towards them. So let's see, diapers. And I'm going to put this here. So diapers now has 50, 70, 80, 2, 3, 4. So 84 now in diapers. It's not a huge deal. Whenever I do my unstuffing again, I can just exchange these back into my Savopoly envelope, which is kind of inconvenient right now. $2 going into wedding. That brings wedding also to 50, 70, 80, 2, 3, 4. So 84 in there as well. And that completes this binder. Let me get back into the other sinking fund binder and I will do emergency. This is emergency. 20, these last $2, so 22. That brings emergency now to 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 836 is now in emergency. And then that should be 75 bucks. The last thing is Roth. So let me count that and just make sure it's correct. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 70, yep, 75. And I got a question about why I don't invest my Roth. I absolutely invest my Roth. I invest in Fidelity. I like Fidelity. Someone else mentioned that they liked Fidelity as well. I recommend it. There's also Vanguard. There's Charles Schwab if y'all are ever interested. But these little placeholders just represent what I do have in that investment account. So just so you guys know. I now have 1, 2, 3,000, 20, 40, 60, 75. So 3,075 bucks. Well, 3,000 in the investment account and 75 in cash. So that concludes today's cash stuffing. A little rough around the edges, but we got through it. So I want to thank you guys again so much for your kind words about my trip. I really, really appreciate it. I am back for the next couple months before I take another vacation. So gonna keep popping out cash stuffings and do bill swap and unstuffings for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked this video, please give it a like down below, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.